Nope, you're not dreaming! After 3 months of doing anything but this, I'm finally back to playing Super Mario Star Road. Now, this next red coin, come on. Oh, come on! Yeah, this is a pretty dickish location for a red coin, at least for this point of the game. They're gonna get far worse, believe me on that, but this is still a bit annoying. If I can just get up there, maybe if I don't do it this try, I'm just going to do it the other way. Okay, so that won't be necessary. So, yeah, most of the coins in this place have already been collected last time. Okay, thank you. Man, I'm having a lot of trouble getting into high places today. So, we got the 100 coin star, and there's only 1 red coin left to collect. And I think I know where it is. It's probably somewhere over there, maybe on those bushes or near the pipe. Ah, there we go. I just saw it in the corner there. And that's the last red coin, but there's still something I want to do while I'm in this area, because, well, while I'm up there, I might as well do it, because I'm going to need it for the next star. If I can just get up there without falling off. Okay, here we go. There's a bomb buddy here, which is going to open the cannon. As I said, we're going to need it for the next star, and we're likely to need it more than once, if you catch my drift, because, well, I'm not going to steal the punch. I'm just going to tell you that you're going to need much more in the way of precision shot skills than Vanilla Mario 64 ever asked of you. Let's just keep it at that. But for now, let's collect the star. And wow, I'm being photobombed by the piranha plant right there. Seriously, whose idea was this? Putting a piranha plant right next to the star. It just looks stupid. It would have looked even worse had it been right on top of it. But still, shoot to the tower top. This star is notoriously annoying, yet not so hard. It's not hard because, well, you're in no danger of dying, but it's still really annoying because you need a really precise cannon shot. So, you want to aim far up and slightly to the left of the center of the tower. Nope! I didn't have quite enough height on that, so I'm going to try it again. And again, and again, because, yeah, 2 tries are probably not going to be enough, considering, well, you've probably been given an idea of the precision required. And no, you can't just shoot yourself to where the star is, because the cannon doesn't reach that far high. So, am I going to make it? No! Still a bit more height, but then again, even if I had a little bit more height, I probably would have bounced off the second platform and all the way back down, so I might as well want to aim maybe a little bit more to the right, but not too far to the right, of course, because otherwise it's not going to work. I think that's pretty good. Let's see how it goes. Ah! That time I had a good angle. I just needed a bit more height, and that was about it. So, wow, I thought I was gonna have more trouble than that getting out of the water because of that fence. It seems like I just clipped through it. But anyway, attempt number, I already lost count. Tower, okay, it's over there. And by the way, I know there are 2 stars. You don't need to do the same thing for the second one. That's going to be something for later. Oh, no! That was so close! I had the perfect height. I just needed to aim just a little bit more to the right so that I wouldn't have fallen down. And get out of the water, Mario! Get out of the water, Mario! Okay, good. So, let's try this again. At least I think I have a pretty good idea of where I gotta shoot it now. As I said, pretty unforgiving. You really need to be spot on for this. I think this is good. This has got to be good, right? Wrong! I'm getting slightly irritated right now. Come on, get out of the water. Get out of the water. Get out of the water! I can't get out of the freaking water! See, that's the thing with this hack. It doesn't let you swim out of the water easily like a vanilla Mario 64. You gotta jump on a ledge that's a little bit higher up in order to get out of the water in most cases. There's a world in particular where that's excessively annoying, but we're gonna get to that a bit later on in this LP. Now, I think this might be it. Yep, looks like it. Yes! Wow, and thank God the second platform wasn't any higher up, otherwise I would have gone through them. Now, you really want to aim this perfectly. You want to make a double jump into a wall jump. Like this, yes! Now, up there's this little thing here. I don't know why Skellux put it there, because as you can see, it does absolutely nothing. I would honestly like to know the thought process behind putting that thing in, but whatever. I got the star, and this is one of the most annoying ones in the early game. Now, how do you wash away the taste of one annoying star? With another one, of course. Now, this one is pretty interesting, actually. Of course, you have to grab the metal cap here. Then you have to push the switch that's all the way down there, Hazy Maze Cave style. And then there's one of those things that you can find in Bowser in the Sky that puts you up there. And there's really not a whole lot of place to stop, so you really have to be precise, otherwise you're just going to keep sliding into oblivion. And oh my god! Wow! Just wow! They really don't give you any time at all to pull that off. So, when I said you had to hurry, I wasn't kidding, and I didn't waste any time getting on top of that sort of, well, I don't know if I should call it a platform, because as I said, there's not really a whole lot of place that you can just stop there. You have to be like that. Perfect! No. Okay, let's hurry up, because, come on, yeah! Here we go. No. I was really afraid that I was going to slide off the platform, but fortunately I didn't have enough velocity to do so. Man, that would have sucked so hard. On that note, I don't know if there's a way to shoot up there with the cannon. I don't know if the cannon reaches there even. Somehow I doubt it. But I got the star, so no complaints. The Owl's dinner time. This, of course, hints to the owl from Whomp's Fortress that is hiding in a tree in this place. This is basically the same thing as in Whomp's Fortress. You just want to call the owl by climbing into its tree and then let it lead you to the star. Well, not really lead you to the star. You gotta lead it there yourself, but you can just fall on it once you reach that point. So, as you can see in the text, this is the exact same owl as in Whomp's Fortress, at least in this hack's canon, which I guess really shouldn't be considered canon since it's not an official Nintendo game. But whatever, let's catch a ride, and that second star that was on the tower earlier, that's how you get to it, of course. There's no way you can reach that far high with the cannon, as I've said before. Man, I remember the owl going a bit faster than that. Then again, the flight isn't really long in Whomp's Fortress, but still. Can I get there faster? Okay, I'm almost there. Now I just have to not miss. Thank you very much. So, we are now done with Piranha Plant Pond. So we are going to be heading to the next world, which is inside the outer wall of Starleap Tower, and you need 8 stars in order to access it. Of course, I have 27, so that's not an issue. I have been in this world before to activate the metal cap, but we're going to be collecting some stars in this place now. World 4, Chuckya Harbor. Star number 1, climb to the highest pole. It's in the same area where I went to, ouch! Got sucker punched by a Goomba that I didn't even see there, but whatever. So, as you can see, well, this place is called Chuckya Harbor, so lots of Chuckyas here. Now, this jump is pretty annoying for that reason. You really don't have much room to give yourself decent speed, because otherwise you're just going to have to try it again. So, not much that I can say about this star. We've been here before. We've done most of this before. So, this is the point where it gets a bit different. When I went to get the metal cap, I went on that bridge and activated the switch that we saw over there, but climbing to the highest pole involves actually getting to the highest pole, which is this one. You can see the shadow of the star right here. Just going to turn this around because the star isn't exactly on top of the pole. You have to jump off in the right direction. I love how the game went like silent for a second after I collected the star. But anyway, Chuckya Harbor is honestly a strong contender for easiest level in this hack. Of course, the chief competition comes from Bomb Islands, but other than that, this is very, very easy. We shouldn't be spending too much time here, even though there's swimming involved. So, we're going to head into this little underwater area here, which is where the second star is located. Well, not underwater proper. You have to head back up there in this area. Now, what you're supposed to do, and this makes the star, whoa, massive frame drop here. Yeah, there are a few areas in this hack where, if you see a certain place, the frame rate is going to drop significantly. But the reason why, case in point, I was about to explain why this is annoying, is that, well, you're supposed to hang on to the vines below this, well, I wouldn't exactly call this a platform since it's not meant to be used as such, but if you go off the vines, then you just drop off. You don't just stop moving like you honestly should, you just drop off, which is stupid. And of course you can't use that as a platform either, because it connects with the grate that you can see above. Oh, hi, random Chuckya, and you can't really walk there, so now you have to drop on this platform, grab the star, and you're pretty good. So, yeah, as I said, very, very easy. Even the coin collecting is honestly not very difficult compared to, at least Skyland Resort is one that we've seen thus far where there was a real danger of dying. Now, we're going to head into another underwater area, which is located over there. It's sort of a maze. As you can see, it's marked by an arrow of coins. Now, I think I remember where to go, but I'm not entirely sure. So what you want to do, you want to head down, and I think you head over there then. But I'm not entirely sure. Yep, I'm on the right side of that grate, because had I gone in the other direction, I would have ended up in a hallway where I could see the star, but I couldn't get to it because there was that grate over there. So, I think we have time for one last star if we do it really, really quickly. Random text box here, because the game is programmed to show one at 30 stars, but since nothing happens in this hack, once you reach 30 stars, you get a random tip. So, break into the building, this is called, and whoa! Okay, we're good. At least didn't chuck me into the water, which would have slowed me down a lot, but still. What you want to do, you want to head over to the front of this building on this rooftop. Then you want to get up there with a somersault. Then jump kick, I guess, will do it. And, whoa! Random shy guy. Make sure to avoid it, otherwise you might fall down, and then you end up higher up in the tower where the star is located. So, we did a lot of work today, 9 stars in total, so that's going to be it for today. Next time we're going to complete Chuckya Harbor.